The Israelites found themselves in a leadership crisis, ignited by the corruption of Samuel's sons. This turmoil fueled a fervent desire among the people for stable governance, pushing them to seek a king. In response to this growing demand, Samuel issued a grave warning about the ramifications of choosing king. He cautioned them about the potential loss of their freedoms and the dangers of relying on human authority rather than on God. His prophetic insights hinted at the struggles Israel would ultimately endure under the weight of monarchy. Amid the clamor for a ruler, Saul emerged as the first king, a selection perceived as divinely ordained. He embodied the very image the Israelites yearned for in a leader, boasting physical attributes that resonated with their expectations for strength and leadership. The divine endorsement of Saul was marked by prophetic signs, reinforcing his newly appointed role as king. This spiritual backdrop served to emphasize a crucial belief: true power is a gift from God, not merely an earthly appointment. As Saul stood before the people, his public presentation elicited a spectrum of reactions. Cheers erupted from many who celebrated this new chapter, yet whispers of doubt lingered among others, casting a shadow over his capability as a leader. However, Saul's reign began under immediate pressure, particularly with the looming threat posed by the Ammonite king. How he chose to confront this crisis would be pivotal in solidifying his authority and proving his mettle as a leader. In a remarkable show of resolve, Saul cut the yoke of oxen as a rallying call to inspire his people. This act of defiance not only solidified his commitment, but also marked a critical juncture in his reign, igniting a sense of unity among the Israelites. The subsequent victory over the Ammonites did more than just rescue Jabesh Gilead. It confirmed Saul's stature as the military leader the Israelites desperately needed. This triumph fostered a renewed sense of cohesiveness among the tribes. Yet, Saul's journey as king was far from smooth. His challenges escalated with military engagements against the Philistines, putting his leadership through a rigorous test as he grappled with fear and uncertainty while trying to keep his people united. In the throes of battle, Saul made a rash vow that jeopardized the well-being of his army, depriving them of necessary sustenance. This hasty decision nearly claimed his son Jonathan's life, underscoring the consequences of Saul's poor judgment. Moreover, during the campaign against the Amalekites, Saul's reluctance to follow divine command showcased a troubling trend, prioritizing his own judgment over God's directives. Such disobedience would come to haunt him, leading to God's eventual rejection of his kingship. The anointing of David signified a transformative shift in leadership ideals, emphasizing integrity and character over mere physical appearance. This divine choice illuminated God's preference for leaders who genuinely embody inner strength. David, blessed with musical talent, seamlessly found his niche within King Saul's court, even amidst the brewing storm of jealousy. This skilled musician's rise reflects the enigmatic ways in which divine purpose unfolds, often in unexpected forms. The divergent paths of David and Saul exemplify a gripping contrast. David's unshakable faith juxtaposed with Saul's crippling fear. This illustrates how true belief in God can empower individuals to confront the most daunting of challenges. At the heart of this narrative lies the profound friendship between David and Jonathan, a beacon of loyalty amid rivalry. Their bond encapsulates the significance of authentic relationships during tumultuous times in leadership. However, Saul's paranoia took a sinister turn with the massacre of the priests in Nob, a chilling testament to the lengths he would go to secure his power. This act of cruelty left a deep moral scar, profoundly impacting David's psyche and instilling a sense of guilt within him. Meanwhile, David's experiences in the wilderness became a vital training ground, fostering his reliance on God for sustenance while attracting a diverse group of followers. These formative challenges equipped him for the trials yet to come. Moreover, David's refusal to harm Saul, even when presented with golden opportunities, showcased his unwavering respect for God's authority and divine timing. His compassion starkly contrasted with Saul's relentless hunger for power. As Saul obsessively pursued David, societal divisions deepened, forcing people to choose sides between loyalty to the king and admiration for the rising hero. This struggle threatened the fragile fabric of national unity, further complicating the narrative. Nevertheless, during his fugitive days, David not only evaded Saul's grasp, but also protected Israel from external threats. This selfless act highlighted his emerging leadership qualities and showcased a stark contrast to Saul's self-centered priorities. Amidst the constant flight and hardships, David's character was refined, leading him to deepen his dependence on God. Many of the psalms attributed to him were born from these times of tribulation, revealing his steadfast faith in adversity. The tragic death of Saul's sons, especially Jonathan, cast a significant emotional shadow over the narrative. David mourned their loss deeply, underscoring the intertwining of personal relationships with a broader political landscape. Ultimately, Saul's suicide stands as a haunting testament to the culmination of his tragic choices, reflecting the severe consequences of turning away from God. This narrative serves as a poignant moral lesson for future leaders. In stark contrast, the actions of the men of Jabesh Gilead illustrated loyalty and respect for their king, thoughtfully countering the Philistines' cruel treatment of Saul's remains. Their tribute emphasizes themes of honor and remembrance in the face of tragedy. Saul's tragic reign offers a sobering reflection on disobedience and pride, standing as a cautionary tale for future leaders to remain humble and obedient to God's will, regardless of their elevation. Yet through adversity, David's ascent shines a light on how faithfulness and trust in God's timing can prepare one for leadership. His story reflects the profound purposes God weaves into our challenges. Ultimately, the intertwined stories of Saul and David provoke self-reflection on our own leadership qualities, inviting us to cultivate integrity and compassion as we navigate the complexities of our lives.